Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I'd like to remind you all to leave a like if you haven't already. If you enjoyed the video at any point in time, leave a like. And this would be what if Naruto had an OP Ice Kekkei Genkai. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's start this part off with them walking back to the Leaf Village. Now, as they're walking back to the Leaf Village, Haku, like, the things going through Haku's mind is like the flashbacks of the fight. Like, and the only thing he really thinking about is how like vastly like Naruto's Ice Kick against Kai was vastly different compared to his. Like his is decent, but Naruto, so he finally, he as they get close to the Leaf Village, he finally asks Naruto, like what what are you? Like, did your dad have it? Like, what's going on? And Naruto, like, he look at him like, I don't know. I just got it. I don't know. Like, I guess you can call it a mutation. And Kakashi's like, yeah, he's had it basically his whole life. Like, there hasn't been a time where he's had it. There might be some times where he hasn't used it, but he's always had it. So, yeah, they get back to the Leaf Village. Haku basically got to go to the hospital because, he's still kind of banged up. So, like, he in the hospital, he basically get told, like, he can't tell nobody where he came from, what he was doing before that, if he expects to have any freedom. The minute they find out that he told anybody where he was from originally, they're putting him underneath the Leaf Village. Like, he's not seeing the sun if he get caught doing something he's not supposed to be doing. And, at first, he wasn't really tempted to, agree to that. Like, oh, I don't want to just trade off, having mild freedom to barely having any. Naruto tells him, like, man, as long as you don't go around telling people that you used to kill people for money or Zabuza, you should be fine. Like, that's basically what they're telling him. And, like, Haku basically tell him, like, Zabuza was like a major part. And Naruto, like, he's like, man, I'm not trying to hear this anymore. I don't care, do you? Right? He walk out the room and, like, so now they basically tell him, like, you got till, whatever, you got till, like, tomorrow to decide. And he thinking on it. And he basically ended up agreeing. That's basically what he ended up agreeing. And as like when Naruto find out, he not happy, but he not like sad neither. Like, he indifferent. Because first he knows somebody else with the ice kick again kind that he can train with and possibly, get better. But he also like has, technically speaking, a rival based in ice, like, ice kicking, in that standpoint. I don't want to keep saying ice kicking kind. That's a whole mouthful. You can't tell me that that's not ice release, ice style. This shit's different, bro. Look, I don't know. Okay, I'm tired. Leave me alone. It's like what, 12, 1, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, like, after a few days, Haku finally get released from the hospital. Naruto and them go. Naruto end up meeting Haku, at the request, of Haku. Because Naruto really wasn't, he's not one of the people that, I'm gonna go run into you. No. Haku's like, hey, you should come here before y'all leave for your next mission. And, Naruto's like, okay, I guess that's accurate. So you go there, they talk. Haku ended up telling him, I wouldn't mind training with you. And Naruto tells him, like, after we get back from this mission, we're just gonna do like some recon. We could train after that. And Haku tell him, like, all right, like, bet. And Naruto basically give him like this key. And Haku like, what's this for? And he like, it's an apartment next to mine. Like, they basically just tossed you in right next to me. And like Naruto points down the road and it's like, you take that left there, there should be an apartment over there. Now I don't know if I gave him the apartment, but I'm gonna just say, I don't know. I ain't did this shit in a while. That's a lie. I don't know why I do this to myself. I don't write scripts. That is my fault. Leave me alone. Anyway. Yeah, so Haku basically get in a little house, either, wherever Naruto is at the present moment. So, yeah, Haku get him a little house. Naruto, they go end up doing a recon. They end up finding some more of like Haku and Zabuza's like camp. Like, that's basically, they got sent to go on a mission to go intercept them right after, So Naruto, like, he starts laughing out loud because he realized who they were like hunting, like who they were tracking. Like, these prints were like the stuff that they were trailing was old, but since it just got reported by a village, it just got assigned. So, they were just fucking, and when they figured out who they were tracking, Naruto just starts dying. They head all the way back to the Leaf Village to tell the people, like, yeah, there's no worry about, like, there's no need for that anymore. And like the person that they were trying to explain it to basically tried to make it a big deal, like Zabuza's missing, and like he started to drag it, like he started to drag attention toward it, and he's like, you know, what happened to you know, the guy, the other guy, or whatever that he used to be going, like running around with, and like Naruto tells him, like obviously they're not around that area, so it doesn't really matter, right? And Naruto starts walking off, and Sasuke is like, yeah, let's just, you know, we finna leave, and he catch up to Naruto, and he asks Naruto what he finna go do, and Naruto tell him like, oh, I'm finna go train with Haku. But before they could like leave a little area, Naruto see like this dude with white hair, right? And like he don't get a sense of familiarity. Like he don't feel like he know this person, but he feel like he should, right? So he walked up to him he was walking straight. He was on the way to the training ground where he said he was gonna meet Haku. He saw the hair and was like, you know what? That seems like it could be more important, right? So he walks over to this guy and he taps him, and you know, dude turns around and he's like, oh, you know, who are you? And Naruto tells him like, oh, I'm Naruto. Who are you? Dude tells him like, oh, I'm Jiraiya. You know, I came back to see what was going on, you know, in the Elite Village. And Naruto basically tells him like, oh, well, okay. And he walk off, and like at first it kind of threw Sasuke and Jiraiya off, because like when Naruto first walked up to him, it made it seem like he really wanted to know this person. But Naruto just wanted to know his name for future. Like, you know, because he's strong. Naruto wanted to know another strong person's name. So, you know, he's like, oh, that's Jiraiya. So they go and they meet up with Haku and they train for that thing. Now at this point, Jiraiya's interested. So when he goes and finds where like Haku, Naruto, and Sasuke went to go train. Now after when he gets there, he sees them like mid-training session. And Sasuke and Naruto and Haku, like, because technically speaking, Haku is strong, like is more like has the better based experience. Naruto just has him beat when it comes to using his kekkei genkai. Like one, you know. So yeah, they all training, and Haku, like Jiraiya sitting here, and he just looking, and he see him like they going all they going all out, because Sasuke gotta stay using some type of fireball, because like two people that he fighting use fire ice jutsu. So either way it go, if he was like any long-standing fight that he would have to be, you know, something revolving around heat or chakra based, regardless as to the matter, or he would have to have a really strong sword or a really good punch. So like, you know, you kind of see Sasuke kind of taking a few hits that, you know, he know for a fact he should not be taking, but he can't necessarily do shit about it because he don't got the necessary equipment right now to do anything about it, but dodge and weave the most that he can, right? So the training day end, and Jiraiya tell him like, hey, you know, Naruto, ain't that your name? Yeah. And Naruto was like, wait, are you Jiraiya? Like the legendary Sanin Jiraiya? And like Jiraiya tells him like, I don't know how you didn't pick up on that earlier. And like Naruto was like, oh, that's not the point. That's not the point at all. Like, I'm glad that you're here and all. I want information. And he's like, information on, like, he's stuck. He's like, information on what? And like Naruto starts talking to him, and he's like, you've been all over the world, you've seen so many things. What do you know about ice kekkei genkais? And like Jiraiya tells him, like, as far as I'm aware, and the only ones that I've really seen in action as of right now, as far as I'm aware, yours and Haku's. And yours is something to behold, Naruto. You got the ice skating and making people blind and shit, right? So like Naruto, like, that's obviously not all the information that he was looking for at the time, but that's the only thing that could come out the top of his head. And Jiraiya tells him, like, if you ever got any more questions, I'm gonna be in town for a little bit. And he basically like give him this note, like, here's where you could find me. He's like this little hotel room or whatever, right? And Naruto is going back to wherever he's staying. I literally cannot remember if I even gave this man a house. He could be a bum for all I know. I promise you, I'm not horrible. Listen, don't listen to me. That's all. I don't know. Okay. So tired. So yeah, he goes home and he's thinking about it. He goes to see if he can meet up with Jiraiya, but at the time Jiraiya wasn't there. Like, he knocked on the door or whatever, and like the person that owned the hotel was like, yeah, you're not there. So Naruto, like, he go back to his house, and on his way back to his house, he see Haku, but he see Haku with Jiraiya. So he's interested, because now, how does Haku know Jiraiya if Jiraiya and Haku are from two different fields? Jiraiya is a good Shinobi, quotation mark, this whole time. You don't actually know what Jiraiya be doing when he be off scenes. That man could be a monster for all we know, right? But we both know, RP that man Jiraiya, he's not no monster. We know. Anyway, yeah, so like Naruto's interested. He, like he, okay, what's going on? So he start trying to sneak up on him, and like as he getting closer, he kind of hear him talking, and all it like Haku basically not asking the same questions as Naruto, but he's asking more along the like more questions about Naruto and his family. So like who's Naruto's parents? What was his parents like before? You know, what happened to him? Where'd they go? Or like, is any of his relatives still alive? Does he have any extended family? Is it like what clan does he come from? You know, stuff like that. And Naruto was like, dang, yo, like he. And surprisingly enough, Jiraiya knows a lot about Naruto. So like as Jiraiya just starts listing this stuff off, Naruto is just sitting here like, bro, am I surrounded by stalkers? Right? So like yeah, that's basically it. They ended up not hearing Naruto, but they get mildly suspicious because it's a village full of shinobi, and eventually somebody was going to end up, you know, why is Jiraiya hanging out with some random? Anyway, so after like Naruto ends up figuring that out, he goes back to his house, and Haku ends up like walking through the little doorway or whatever to get to his like little apartment or room, I don't know. And like Naruto basically like he opens up his door, and he's like, I thought you were already in there. And Haku was like, nah, I took a walk. And Naruto was like, oh, it's a long walk. I hope you know you weren't out there telling any secrets. Now obviously Naruto isn't like, he isn't gonna dead give away himself like, oh, you were asking all those questions about me to Jiraiya. You know, cause that's a little weird. You know, sure, he was asking all them questions, but Naruto was weird enough to sit there and listen to all them questions about himself. So, you know, either way it go, this is a weird situation. So, like, Haku basically, he just shrugs it off. He's like, man, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. So, Naruto's like, all right, sleep then. So, he goes, like, Haku goes to his room, Naruto closes his door back. And when Naruto turn around, he gets, like, not a chill. Yeah, you get, like, a chill down his back. When he go lay down, you get, like, a visit from, like, the Nine Tails. And the Nine Tails basically tell him, like, hey, what's this? This little ice thing you got going on? What's all of that? And Naruto, like, because at this point, the Nine Tails has sat there and watched Naruto develop this. So it's not like he isn't mad at Naruto. He still holds some disdain, but the fact that Naruto was able to somewhat mildly overcome the fact that he was tampering with his chakra anyway, to be able to make or do anything like this is like amazing. So like the Nine Tails giving his props. Like I haven't seen too many kids with Ice Kekkei Genkai that are anywhere near as good as yours. And like Naruto, like he taking his praise and he's like, yeah, so you gonna start giving me your power? And Nine Tails like he stopped and you look at him, he started laughing. He's like, man, if you ever assume that just because I'm giving you some praise that you could ever just have my power, this is a problem. And like he get real serious. And the nights like Naruto starts feeling it. Like he starts feeling what everybody else feel when he start like getting angry. Like he feeling it. He's not liking it. So like the Nine Tails tell him like you gotta get way stronger before you can handle any of this. And like he just releases a whole bunch of chakra and like since Naruto was asleep, he didn't know how like close the gap between him and the Nine Tails was. So when the Nine Tails in his mind released chakra, Naruto deadass in his sleep froze his bed to be like he froze his bed. So everybody, not everybody, like Haku like heard the crystals and shit forming. So like he walked in, like he burst into Naruto's room because it was pretty damn loud. So like the Haku heard it and the neighbor beneath them heard it and some more stuff. So like two people are up. Haku runs and opens up Naruto's door to find Naruto literally basically not cocooned nice, but you know, shards like all around his body. Like Haku's like, I don't have the time for this. Like, why? Why did you freeze your bed? And like Haku go like he shuts the door and the dude like the downstairs neighbor's like, what the fuck was that? And Haku was like, look, I don't know, okay? But look, go back to sleep. I'm doing the same thing. I'm finna go in there, do act like none of this happened, and yeah, they go back in there, they go back to sleep. And the next day comes, and Naruto wake up like, what the fuck happened to my bed? And this is where I'm ending this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this is Shinobi, please. And I am actually finna go to sleep. I was not joking. I'm genuinely tired.